Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Hey, man. No, I've got the intro this time.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So without doxing you completely, in a few short days here, possibly weeks, possibly months, you're turning 40 years old.
Yeah.
And what kind of friend would I be if I didn't have a gift for you
Oh,
that I
fucking
made
shit.
you open on the podcast?
Oh, wow.
There you go, buddy. Now, before you open that, what have my other gifts for you included?
Copies of
The Bouncer.
from the, actually the original North American release because I
Yes.
sold my copy when I
Right.
purged
And then what
my-
else did I get you?
Then you got me because you're such a pal, you got me
Yeah.
a pal copy and a Japanese copy.
That's right.
So
Complete the set. But we're out of bouncer material. So what item could you not want that I could possibly start giving you once a year, every year?
is it
What do you think that is?
is that something to do with air guys?
It might. How about you open it?
Okay.
Oh, what's the top of the box say?
Oh,
yeah.
the box says happy 40th birthday. You spelled birthday wrong. You put birthday.
Yes.
Chris, wow. That's all it says.
Uh-huh. It's wrapping paper. Oh, what is it, Chris?
It is a Final Fantasy The Spirits Within Fantasy Becomes Reality 2001 General Hein 12-inch action figure.
Those aren't the 6-inch line. That's the full-bodied, full-man, 12-inch line.
Yes.
General Hein, the atheist, who Chris sided with. Chris's favorite character. Chris said he had the coolest outfit.
I honestly don't remember anything we said during the Final Fantasy Spirits Within podcast, but if you'd like to remember with me, please pay us $3 at patreon.com/retroam.
Yeah, this is also a plug.
Yeah, can I read the back of the box?
Absolutely.
All right. 12-inch action figure. Driven by a hero complex and a desire for vengeance, General Hein seeks a quick and violent end to the alien invasion. Hein, a military strategist, he knows the power of the science, Eric, clearly shows skills, yet his ego overshadows his wisdom. Determined to avenge the death of his family at the hands of the Predators. Like, did they not give them the name of the monsters?
Predator is also a toy you can buy.
Aren't these things called what are they called? The bad guys in this movie.
Phantoms.
Yeah, did they not know the word phantoms? They didn't put it on
Well,
here.
they can't sell a Phantom toy. The Predator is a Phantom toy that you can also buy in this toy line.
General Hein will take whatever course necessary to destroy both the enemy and Aki's alternative strategies. Alternative strategies, Eric. However, his stubbornness and hatred may be a greater threat to the Earth than the aliens.
22-year-old, complete in box, never opened. Comes with its accessory, which is a gun. Hope you enjoy that, Chris.
It's great. This action figure has credits.
That's how you know it's a good toy.
Yeah, it's got credits. Wow. Well, thank you, Eric. Oh,
it opens. Look at that.
There's more to read. I'm not going to read all that because that's the entire plot of the movie, it looks like. I'm going to read the last paragraph, though.
Yeah.
As the clock ticks down, Aki searches within her dreams to find an answer to the alien mystery while scourging the Earth to collect the 8 spirit waves she believes will save the planet. Fighting both the enemy within and the scheming General Hein, who would destroy the Earth in order to save it, Aki valiantly pursues her final fantasy.
Holy shit.
Wow. That's great. Thanks,
Now,
Eric.
you can hold it while you rewatch the movie.
Yeah. I do have the Blu-ray. I don't know where I'm going to display this permanently, but for now,
A closet.
it's going to go right here so that the real net can see it.
Okay.
For the rest of the night, you can look at General Hein. Thanks.
Do you want to hear some hot sounds I've recorded?
Oh, you recorded them? Okay, let's go. Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic Japanese RPGs, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. My name is Chris. I'm joined tonight by Eric. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, nice to see you again.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thanks. This podcast comes out on, I don't have the list up, but it's not going to, my birthday's already passed, so I'm already 40 at the time you're hearing this.
Shit.
But I appreciate it. We are also joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are listening to us recorded live. You too can join this RealNet by going to the website patreon.com/retroam and supporting us and getting access to all of our various items of bonus content. This episode is brought to you by Cooked Pages. Hello, Cooked Pages. Hey, Cooked Pages is here tonight. So thank you for supporting the podcast. Thank you for being part of this community. And We love you.
You're welcome, Chris.
We're also joined by the FakeNet, our post-production AI companion and original developer of the consciousness-transferring assassination technology depicted in the movie Possessor.
Initializing FakeNet.
I am not human, thank God, which means I do not feel guilt when I can help them expire.
What year did the movie Possessor come out?
2021.
No, it came out in 2020.
Oh, okay, so it's something, okay.
It was directed by David Cronenberg's son, if that gives you an idea of what kind of
Thanks.
content is in
Thanks.
Possessor.
I went to go see a movie by myself the other night.
It's the ultimate. I love doing that shit.
I haven't done that since Watchmen came out because my friends had seen it before I got a chance to go. But the other night I went by myself. It was great.
What'd you see, Chris?
I saw the movie called Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. It is the anime.
Okay, where'd you see that?
I saw that at the Escape Theaters at Blankenbaker, but it was playing all over town. I invited everybody I know that likes anime, but no one showed up.
I didn't get an invite.
Exactly. I didn't really invite people. I said, I'm going to this movie at this time. If you would like to join me, please come. Here's the trailer to this movie. You do not have to have seen the anime. Anyway, it's good. It's expensive animation. You should see it.
Well, speaking of expensive, Chris, war is expensive, and we're a young, upstart military.
Yeah, we don't really have to fund our military because where is the money coming from? Is there a rich bankroller on the back end here going on?
I think Rock is selling our possessions from the vault.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
all I've got as far as income.
I feel like, but what I mean, we're just now getting him back onto our team. But I feel like Sanchez is the bankroller here. Like he has access to funds.
Yeah, that's actually, I kind of wanted to bring up that point is for games like Xenogears, Final Fantasy VIII, Chrono Cross, this podcast's purpose was to mine the finer details because it overwhelmed the player in information, in audio and visual assault of like all this strength and try to coalesce into one thing. Suikoden is a fairly by the book game in the first installment. Like there's not a whole lot of depth that I'm sensing right now, which is why I'm going to reframe the entire thing. We're not recruiting people for a liberation army.
No.
We are a cult leader amassing followers.
Okay, I mean that kind of works because this game has not done necessarily a great job at framing the evils of the Empire. I mean, we've seen some bad shit happen, but most of that was personified by Kraze, but we didn't really see it happen on a widespread basis. So you can kind of headcanon anything you like.
He's a messianic figure.
Yeah.
And then he's got Matthew, which was like his key advisor. And people like Matthew knows people all over the world who are suited for every single job.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking pacifist somehow who trusts science. So like that's like a deadly paradox combination that can just sell anyone. And like you push the recruit button and people are like, well, shit, yeah, I'm in. No matter what their profession is, no matter where they live, they have family. As long as they think you're strong, they're in. Just like a cult leader.
Wow. Well, I feel like the subsequent Suikoden games think more about this problem than this one does, but it is interesting to frame it that way because we like people are very trusting of Tyr in his special boy of destiny.
Should we have named Tyr David Miscavige?
We could have.
Okay.
I just got a text from Mark Shepard. This is happy birthday. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
And also it says audio. He also sent audio, so I'm going to see what that is and we're going to play it.
I didn't tell him.
Is he listening? He's not on here. Yeah, he is. He's on
Mark.
here.
Hey, Mark.
Shepard.
I could have just... okay, I'm going to unmute this. Play this.
Happy birthday. You're welcome, Chris.
It's pretty good. It's not my birthday.
God damn it.
Close, though. It's close to my birthday. Closer than I fucking thought until I looked at the date just now. Anyway...
We have just disposed of Quando Rossman, Chris.
Yeah, we have, and we didn't dispose him because we disposed him onto our team. His black rune is melting, yet we recruited him nonetheless. Apparently, he was being controlled by Wendy, which I think is our first... it's not the first hint that we've had that Wendy is kind of pulling all the strings, but it's one of the first like major pieces of proof because you could kind of tell that she was rolling the dice at the top of the game. But first, we had to unpack the aftermath of this, right?
Yes. Doesn't main theme arranged guitar version play?
Yeah, I'm starting to get very confused on whether or not it's the guitar arrangement or the ensemble version. Like, I never get them right. But one of those is playing.
Matthew sat this one out, but now he speaks. Congratulations, Commander Tyr. Our first battle was a great success. We party out, and then two kobolds in bathrobes rush up to speak to Kuromimi.
Yeah, it's great. It's Mommy.
Yes.
Kuromimi's Mommy.
Mommy and who else?
Well, fellow Mommy Gremio says that it looks like their spell is broken, but also it is, just a brother? A bro? Yeah.
Chris, I hope I didn't kill any more family members in the woods on my way here.
Yeah, they even if we have Kuromimi in our party when we traverse back,
Just
the kobolds still attack us, which I guess, I mean, they're just, maybe they're kobold bandits or kobold heathens, I don't know.
Just abandoned the tribe for a life in the woods.
Yeah.
Sylvina then comes out of nowhere to join Kirkus, who also thanks Tyr. Gremio asks Kirkus what he'll do now, and he says, "The village is gone, and perhaps my war is not over yet. At least not until your war is over, Master Tyr."
He didn't realize that his name was already written on the stone tablet of promise,
Yeah.
but now he's officially joining the Liberation Army.
And to be clear, they're not like blowing dust off the stone tablet of promise. It's just being engraved by mystical force. Whenever
Yeah,
someone-
it's like the Ten Commandments, like when God
Okay.
gave Moses the shit.
Fucking diarrhea. So anyone that we recruit, their name gets etched, or it is destiny that their name is etched, and we can only recruit those if those names are going to be etched in the future. Like, do we christen them, or are they predetermined? Like, do I decide you're a star of destiny and your
Yes.
name becomes on the tablet?
Yes, I feel like it has something to do with you, like
so we
being,
can fucking recruit anybody we want, and they're a star of destiny.
No, destiny is leading us to these people.
Then it's like a symbiosis of destiny and personal choice. The true unification of fate, no fate but what we make, but we're making the fate.
Yeah, it's like, please tell me the answer is fate unchangeable.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
that's what this game is asking us. And
yeah.
I think this game, the answer to that is no, but maybe not.
Gremio asks Kirkus what he'll do now, and he says, "The village is gone, and perhaps my war is not over yet. At least not until your war is over, Master Tyr. Please let me join the Liberation Army." Sylvina wants in too, which I don't know what she brings to the table here, Kirkus, but if that's a package deal, I'll take it.
Yeah, Sylvina joins, right?
Yes.
Do you want to read some Sylvina facts, Eric?
No, I want you to.
Oh, good, because I'm the one who has them. I got so many tabs open today. They're all for people we might be talking about tonight. Sylvina is the Chitatsu star, the searching star. I don't know what she's searching for, but
Kirkus.
she is 17 years old in elf years, Eric, but 25 in human years, if that makes a difference.
We're
to
not
you.
doing that again.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, no one.
I can't do division.
No one's doing that math. Sorry. Her weapon is, of course, a bow, because all elves must use bows, because this is a fantasy RPG, and we're not deviating too far from the average here. Those bows are called the night bow, the moon bow, or the elfin bow. Do you notice how they spell elfin in this game, not elven? It's elfin.
Is that non-traditional? I don't deal with a lot of elf literature.
I think usually you change that to a V in when you pluralize it, or when you. turn
Well, I'm
it
up
into
to like a dozen count on typos in this game now, so.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
there's a lot. There's a lot. She is considered a good magic user, so if you give her a rune, Eric, I don't know if you know how to do that, you can make her a pretty good magic user.
I think I've determined this game doesn't require to use magic, so I don't think
It doesn't really, but guess what, Eric? It's fun. She can participate in 2 unite attacks. One is called the Elf attack, and the other is called the Wild Arrow attack.
Fucking bastion of creativity here, Sylvina.
That's all I have for Sylvina, so thank you for joining our party, Sylvina. We appreciate you.
Well, guess who runs up next, Chris?
Who else can run?
Stallion runs in.
It's gotta
He
be
joins.
Stallion.
Everyone is a winner. Everyone joins the team.
He does that weird third wheel thing where he's trying to get the attention. He's like, "Oh, I'm the third elf. You should also pay attention to me, and I'm also going to spy on you on your dates."
A lot of like blur energy out of Stallion too. Like,
yeah.
more of an annoying presence than like
Yeah.
no one really takes advantage of his innate fastest person in the world status.
Yeah, Stallion rules, Stallion joins. Stallion is the Tensoku star. Hey, a thematically appropriate star. The Tensoku star, Eric, is the speedy star. They actually went for it there.
Chris, don't all stars give off light at light speed?
Yeah, so you're saying all stars are speedy stars?
I think so.
Okay.
But they're also slow because they're all the exact same goddamn speed.
So, Eric, before we talk about this guy, Stallion's weapon, let's talk about his entourage ability. Are you familiar with his entourage ability?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg produces it for HBO.
Yeah. So he has a perma rune equipped here. It's called the True Holy Rune. It is, however, not one of the 27 True Runes of Destiny, or whatever they're called. This rune was relocalized in subsequent games called to call it the Godspeed rune. But this does have the same properties as a holy rune when you are on any screen. It enables dash. You can hold the button down and run faster. But, however, Stallion's special ability here is he makes you run faster on the world map if he's in your party. So, a nice little ability to have him.
Tiny characters in a huge, fast world.
Yes, indeed. His weapon is, of course, a bow. The bow of Amrita, the bow of Shiva, or the bow of Vishnu. So he's a
Hindu.
a seeker of Hindu. He can participate in the elf attack and also the wild arrow attack. What's the difference between the elf attack and the wild arrow attack? I have no fucking clue. In war battles, his death quote is, "Even I can't outrun the enemy this time." But he can't die. That quote's not used, so don't worry about losing him.
It sucks to do all this strong localization work and have people throw it in the trash garbage.
Yes, that's true. So thank you, Stallion. Stallion's with us. I did use Stallion a bit just for the sheer purpose of like, oh, he's already got a holy rune on him, so I can run.
Not me, Chris. I don't believe in anything holy.
Okay.
Kirkus tries to...
You do believe in running, though.
Yes, I do.
So.
But I can't identify with people that do it on a two-dimensional plane.
Okay, I gotcha.
Kirkus tries to stop Sylvina, and he says it could be dangerous. And Sylvina tells Kirkus, no, I'm staying with you forever, Kirkus. That's like a threat to me, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Gremio then fires off some dots. Kuromimi speaks.
Yeah.
Kuromimi fight. Everybody fix, but country still sickness.
The country has a sickness, Eric.
Everybody is not fixed, Chris.
No. Well, I think what he means is that the kobolds are no longer under control by the Black Rune.
Then Valeria says her final words in this game. I too have no place to return to. To prevent this tragedy from repeating itself, let me fight too.
That's all she knows, Eric, is battles.
Yeah, but she doesn't fear anything anymore either. So, like, despite the fact that she knows battles, we have several people here who know battles.
Yeah, it's true.
She's outlived her usefulness for me, Chris.
Okay.
Beatrix, she is not.
Yeah, it's true.
Matthew then says, Commander Tyr, this battle has made you a man.
Oh, really?
So many people are willing to join you. Now let's get back to Fuckhouse Castle.
Cool. Now, 2 other people have also joined the team along this at this moment, which they don't get like official introductions into the team, but Sanchez and Humphrey are here.
They're present on screen?
Yes, they're present on screen. So, I do think that Sanchez says something about joining. So, would you like to discuss Sanchez now?
Absolutely.
Sanchez has no role in this game other than he can change your party for you. And he likes wine, apparently, according to his dialogue. That's it. Thanks, Sanchez. Seriously, he can't do anything.
Great.
The wiki does say that his chief position is the financial officer, so maybe
He's all tied up in the books.
Yeah.
That's where his strength is.
Mm-hmm. Also, Humphrey has joined us. Humphrey is the Tenyu Star, the Star of Bravery, which actually fits well for Humphrey. Humphrey's weapon is, of course, a sword. He has 3 different swords. You've heard of all of them. The Masamune, the Murasane, and the Masamune.
You said the same word twice, Chris.
Yeah, that's what it says here. So I guess it turns back into the Masamune.
Wow.
After a brief stint as the Murasame between weapon level 5 and 11. So thanks. Humphrey can participate in the bumpy attack, and in war battles, he is the member of a team called Humphrey's Team. He's the leader of such team, obviously. His battle cry, Eric, can you guess?
Huh.
Yeah, just dots.
Yeah.
Dots. His death quote? Dots.
Mm.
He can't die, though. Present in the game's coding, but not used. Yep, that is all the information I have on Humphrey. Thank you for joining Humphrey. Humphrey's a good character. I would recommend using him if you ever need
Absolutely not.
A beef man up front.
So we can go back, instantly teleported to our castle, or we can say we have unfinished business and stick around. Per the guide we're using, we have unfinished business, and we're going to stick around and walk back to the castle.
I pressed the wrong button.
Uh-oh, Christmas scenes.
That's all right. No, I didn't, did I?
I don't know. Did you?
Well, let's find out.
Chris reloaded his save state, and we all went to Kobold Village. Music, forest sounds Eric captured place.
Mm-hmm.
NPCs are here now, Chris.
Yeah, I did come back here, so.
There's a lady kobold in an apron, and she says, "You're not a bad fellow for a human."
Yes, thank you.
Guy in a jacket says, "I'm a proud kobold warrior, but for once, I must thank you."
Mm-hmm. There's another house here that you can enter, and there's a kobold in here, a portrait kobold, Eric, who looks like a different kind of dog. His name, Gon, like from Tekken 3.
Yes.
Gun.
Best ending in Tekken 3.
Yes. Who notices that Big Brother Kuromimi is here. And I'm not sure if this is Anike Kuromimi or like you're actually my big brother Kuromimi, but he notices him and he looks up to Kuromimi. Kuromimi says he's fine, working hard here in the Liberation Army. Gon says that Kuromimi is looking great, which is a lie. Have you seen Kuromimi? He looks like shit.
Yeah, he looks like he's got mange or something.
Yeah, and he looks. I saw a Twitter thread about coyotes with mange today, and it was fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever seen a coyote with mange?
Not.
Don't look at one. It's gross.
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting.
Anyway, he wants to be like Big Brother, and then you can recruit Gon.
Gun.
And then never talk to him again?
I guess. Obviously, you have to have Kuromimi in order for him to join you. Otherwise, he will just give you random dialogue.
I don't know if this is my notes, but later I noticed I went back to the castle and like all of the animal creatures are sleeping outside.
Yeah.
We don't grant them indoor privileges.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
The fuck?
Would you like to know about Gon?
Gun.
Yeah, Gon's the Chikaku star, the corner star. He's also a frontline fighter like Kuromimi, with excellent defense according to this thing, and also is able to equip helmets, midweight armor, and shields, and exclusive necklace accessories. So if you got a bunch of shit people can't equip, put it on Gon, or never talk to him. He uses a sword. I love his weapon titles. I've just now seen them for the first time.
Yeah, what are they?
Sword, cool sword, or very neat sword.
Fuck it.
That's excellent. I don't think I've ever used this character in any of my playthroughs, so my first time seeing this. He can participate in the Kobold attack and the Kobold +1 attack. He's on the Kobold's team in war battles. His battle cry is, "I'm a Kobold warrior too," and his death quote is, "To defend the honor of the Kobolds," which is that text.
I mean,
in the game.
Kuromimi already does all this, so there's some redundancy here that we can probably eliminate with some careful pruning and maybe send them out to some unwinnable battles to...
That's true. I forgot to mention he's 14 in human years and 18 in Kobold years.
Can I specifically get people killed in wars?
No, it's random. I think the formula, I don't know what the exact formula is, but it does take into account their like level and their weapon upgrades. So you could not ever touch them and that becomes more plausible. But also you don't want to do that because it will suffer you the bad ending.
Oh, so you're saying it'll create more content for our podcast?
Yeah.
How about that?
But you won't be as fulfilled at the end. Also,
so you're going to take the L. Thank you, Chris.
Also, it's important. No, it's so important that we both do this for the sheer purposes of things in Suikoden 2.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that.
I go to the inn next, and I speak to a tiger-looking man by the front desk. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is Fusu Lu.
Fusu Lu.
Fusu Lu.
They say they are as strong as 100 men. Quote, "When I swing my axe, the very earth shivers, and when I shout, Lake Torren turns upside down."
Yeah, don't do that.
Citation needed, Chris.
Yeah, I live there. I haven't seen that happen.
I recruit him, and he has no idea who I am, what the Liberation Army is, where I'm going, what I'm doing here, what he's doing here. The power of me compels people. It is a cult.
This guy wants to fight, though.
Yeah. You need bruiser, you need goons in your cult.
Yeah, it's true.
Also, this world has tiger men. Is this like a mutated Kuromimi, or is this like, are there a race of tiger people somewhere else?
Actually, Eric, I regret to inform you this, but Fusu Lu is a king, armor king situation.
King, armor king.
A professional wrestler?
No, a mask.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask. So he's a human.
I think it is debatable if King's wearing a mask. I mean, some games suggest he is. Some games you can't move with tiger face like a fucking mask like that.
See, here we're looking at the.
He's wearing an animal skin too.
Yeah,
son of a gun.
Yeah, he's got a tail too. So I don't know.
Then why does he sleep outside with the dogs?
Because I think that's why he's hanging out in Kobold Village.
Oh, because it's his people. He agrees to join if we feed him. The proprietor of the hotel then chimes in, asking if we're going to pay the 10,000 bits owed to her for the food Fusu Lu apparently consumed. Chris, do you have 10,000 bits to spare?
I do at this point in time,
With your
yes.
impoverished state?
Yes. I was able to scrounge it up enough to
Me too.
to
We
sell.
do it. Fusu Lu is overjoyed. Haha, you're a generous one. Don't worry, I'll work plenty for my meals. Then he fucks off. We didn't tell him where he lived.
Fusu Lu joins. Fusu Lu is the Tensatsu star, the murderous star.
Hell yeah.
That one kind of works a little bit. He is age 36 and is confirmed to be a human according to this wiki.
There was a recruitable character in Xenoblade Chronicles X called Murderous.
Cool. His weapon is an axe, which is called the double axe, the double big axe, or the double battle axe.
Again, just...
Eric, Fusu Lu means a lot to me because he was almost always in my kind of like in-game party for this. Like,
Yeah.
He's one of the better frontline fighters in this game.
Did you also pick King and Tekken? Did you like Tigerman? You strike me as a King player.
I didn't play as King. When I went to the local barcade recently with one of my kids, he played Tekken Tag and picked...
Was the full roster unlocked?
I think so, yeah. He picked King and Bayek,
Pecto-san.
who I forgot Bayek existed.
Yeah, proto wrong.
And he did all the playing. I just tagged for him. I stood there and pressed tag because you
He was
need to make
energy
sure
was getting
you
low.
don't, yeah, because one guy gets knocked out, it's over with. According to the Suikoden wiki, Fusu Lu is one of the slowest characters in the game, and this presents a problem when his astounding attack score could better contribute to battles where enemies have higher HP scores, which is a weird way to say that. Anyway, it suggests that we equipped him with the Gale rune, which increases his speed, which apparently it's found in a hidden area in the Panu Yakuta, which I don't think I found, so maybe we should find one.
Actually, I'm just going to keep him in the castle and never talk to him again.
Keep him outside?
Yeah.
Okay. He can participate in the Kobold +1 attack, which is the reason...
Honorary Kobold?
Yeah, I think he hangs out with the Kobold so we can do a triple tech with him, apparently. And army battles, his battle cry is, "Whoa!" And his death quote is, "Whoa!" He is, of course, a member of the Kobold's team in battles. He loves them. That's all for Fusu Lu. Welcome to our team, Fusu Lu.
But somebody who we're not getting is standing in the back. Kirkus speaks to her and says, "You're Ruby. This person has green hair." Ruby, who is an elf with a portrait, asks Kirkus what he's doing with the humans. Kirkus is like, yeah, but not to avenge myself for having my village taken away. There are many, both humans and elves, suffering because of the Imperial army. I want to help them. Ruby shoves it back in his face and says, I couldn't care less. Be on your way. What do you know anyway? You're just a little runt. Damn, dude, shit. Talk to Ruby again, and they say, go away. I've got nothing to say to a runt like you.
Damn, that's harsh.
I apologize for misgendering Ruby because I can't tell.
Oh, I guess we won't find out till we recruit Ruby.
Yeah, but like, shouldn't there be more of a, oh, wow, you survived the village purge too. We should band together, fellow elf. There's like 6 of us left on the planet.
I believe Ruby is an asshole. But we can't recruit Ruby until Kirkus is a higher level. I think he must be 35 or 40.
Oh, so you're not a puny little runt.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. So we can't get Ruby at this point.
Did you speak to the innkeeper?
I don't think I did.
You know how they usually say, oh, it'll be 100 bits per person?
Yeah.
The innkeeper says it'll be 30 bits per creature,
Oh, cool.
which I thought was really funny for this village.
That's good. That's really good.
Chris, we have an errand to run in Kuon.
Yeah. Let's go do some recruiting there.
I have to walk all the way back through the forest and kill more kobolds. I thought we broke the spell, Chris.
No, we didn't. These are just kobolds that are bad. Like bandit kobolds.
We find our way to Kuon, where Eternal Flow plays. I go to the inn. I talk to the blue warrior lady who called us pussies last time.
Yeah, Lorelei.
I try and recruit her. Once again, she walks around Tyr, inspecting his body and smelling his musk. Then says, all right, you look pretty tough. I'll join you. Lorelei joined, Chris.
Yay.
Time for Chris Facts.
Yeah, chrisfacts.com. Don't go there because I'm not sure what you'll find. Eric's doing it. Lorelei is the Chikatsu star, the eminent star.
Not a website.
Oh, good. She is age 25. She uses a bow, which is surprising to me. I thought she used a halberd, but maybe that's a different Suikoden game. She uses the short bow, a silver bow, or the magic bow. Lorelei is a loner here because she can participate in no unite attacks, not even the beauty attack. This game does not consider her beautiful. I think she's beautiful because she's a fucking badass.
Yeah, but you're more than your label. I appreciate the loner too. I'm now more encouraged to put her in my party because she needs a purpose.
I think that it is a good idea to put her in your party.
Are you like winking for like some plot reason?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Not a plot reason, but just a reason. I can't really say. I can't really elaborate. Anyway, go ahead.
Let's go pick up somebody in Sika. We travel over to Sika where Eternal Flow restarts. I go into Matthew's big house on the hill. The children are all here unsupervised.
Yeah, he didn't even hire a babysitter or send them home.
Yeah, they just keep showing up for school, but there's no school. Someone here is new.
Yeah.
They're in a yellow shirt with a blonde bowl cut, and they're up front. This is Apple. She has glasses and looks like if Roll from Mega Man 3 was a human being.
I was just going to say Luca from Chrono Trigger a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
No bowl cut, Chris. She says, you're the one who took Master Matthew away, aren't you? You can't fool me. He was saying, I've had it with the wars, and yet you force him to follow you.
You could say that she can't believe this shit.
She is resistant to cult recruitment.
Yes.
But we get a choice. We can tell her, because Matthew wanted to, this is not just another war, or 10 dots. What'd you hit her with?
I hit her with, you can go ask her yourself, dude.
Hell yeah.
Just go ask him.
I hit her with the dots.
It feels like a lot of times when we recruit people, we are not really convincing them to join our cause. We're like just telling them to go back to the castle.
Yeah, we're handing them the pamphlet.
Yeah.
Which is a free trip to a
Shit.
castle. You want to see a castle, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's super nice. It might even be haunted. There's a zombie. The dead zombie dragon, by the way, is still in the basement. You still see its corpse up there.
It's cool.
That's hard.
Apple joins. Apple is the Chifuku star, the hiding star. Apple's role in the game is, of course, a non-combatant, as you may or may not know. She will join the team of strategists in the war battles, like the ones that unlock the power of the science. You know, those guys, because she is one of Matthew's former students, obviously, and you can use her to increase the power of your next charge attack. The next few rounds, actually. So you get one use of that per strategist you
One
have.
apple charge?
Yes, it's like a card, Eric. Think about it like that. No, don't think about it like that.
I'm not playing this game anymore.
Her battle cry is which she can't have a battle cry, I don't think, because she can't lead a team, but it's in the game's coding. With Master Matthew's teachings, ... And her death quote, which she can't die because she's a buff. Master Matthew, forgive me. That's it. She's a non-combatant in terms of her ability to join your party.
I love how Apple couldn't believe Matthew left these kids unattended, and now she leaves the kids unattended.
Yes. It's really good.
Do you speak with the kids?
I thought it was the same as
One
before.
says, I wish Master Matthew would come back.
Oh.
Maybe he'll return if I finish my homework. The other one says, Master Matthew, I finished my homework. Please come back.
So the kids aren't figuring this shit out.
Yeah,
No.
the homework trick didn't work.
No.
Also, I'm not sure if this week's motto changed, but this time it says, let's take good care of mother and father.
I think that's what it said before.
All right.
Pretty sure.
So nobody's even updated the damn motto, Chris.
No,
I go back to the castle. Chris, we're at Fuck House.
we are.
Island Fortress plays. As soon as I walk in the damn door, it says, 3 months after defeating Quanda Roastman's army.
Yeah.
Time skip, Chris.
Yeah, I love time skips, although there's not really any tangible evidence of that, but time has skipped.
I love how if you didn't recruit Apple yet, she'd be in that house for 3 months.
That's exactly how this went for me, because when I had the option to either do unfinished business or go back,
You just went back.
I went back, and so Apple was, yes, all these people were, yeah, Fusu Lu had a 10K bar tab for 3 months. He just stood there.
Took it. I'm in my bedroom, which is huge now. I have a big fur circle rug, a big bookcase full of books, and
Yeah.
my own table and 2 chairs.
We are finally being treated like the leader of this goddamn army.
I still have a twin-size bed, a bench, and a whole bunch of pottery, and 2 windows outside of the big lake. Man, oh man, Chris.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Gremio is standing guard outside the doorway. Gremio says, "Oh, young master, what happened?" And we cannot offer Gremio a response.
No, I think the answer to that
rhetorical.
is we were sleeping.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
That's what it, maybe Gremio doesn't sleep, and she looks at it like it's an alien creature type thing.
Yes.
Cleo and Pawn are in my old room, saying the only things they will say for the rest of this game.
Yes, they're their default selves, still stuck in that small room.
Do you think they think I'm coming back to that room, or is that the room they share and they take turns in the twin bed?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think you're right.
Let's go see what's on the 3rd floor. God damn. That huge dragon engraving, has that always been there?
No, it's new. It's like a Dragon
That's
Crest.
great.
looking
Did
thing.
we recruit an engraver, or is this just something that somebody worked on?
I think we just hired a guy. Does this thing... I might need to ask the FakeNet this, but I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
Is this the same design as the stained glass window in Leknot's place?
Oh, hell, Chris. I don't know.
Okay, FakeNet, can you figure that out for us, please?
Initializing FakeNet.
I have reviewed video footage and found it to be an exact match.
I just thought of that.
And I just knew that.
Oh no, Luke's here. I'm not getting sucked into looking at your magic rock viewing ceremony.
Yeah, it's true.
So many beds in the south end. Apple is in one room. She says, I suppose Master Matthew is right.
Yeah.
As he is about everything.
Now, Eric, these rooms are usually occupied, but there's some commotion going on. Do you want to discuss the commotion right now? Or?
But I still can't forgive you, Tyr.
Oh, you didn't finish your sentence.
Apple is finished now.
I'm sorry, Apple.
It's okay. But yeah, there's some commotion in the big empty room upstairs with
Yeah.
3 familiar-looking strangers.
Yes, Humphrey, Sanchez, Victor, and our boy Flick is here. As we enter this room, Flick is quite excited. He is looking for Odessa. Eric, he doesn't know about Odessa's fate.
No, nobody does.
No, we're keeping it a secret. He says, this is the New Liberation Army's headquarters, right? After our hideout was attacked, I managed to round up the scattered remnants of the army, and we finally found our way here to this mystery.
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 Mystery should not have been the word there.
He uses the word mystery like my kid used to use the word mystery when he was like age 4. When he didn't know something, he just called it a mystery. What the hell's going on? Hey, you're Tyr, right? Where's Odessa? Why didn't she greet us? Eric,
Imagine saying, why doesn't she greet us as seriously as you can?
yeah, why is my girlfriend not greeting me as somewhat of a troublesome disposition to carry, especially if you haven't seen her for 3 months and you don't know where she is and
Yeah.
you're in the middle of a war?
She's rotting in a sewer.
Not
Like,
cool. Yeah, she died, dude. Victor, of course, doesn't know what to say because he's privy of the plan to keep Odessa's
I think he
faith.
might spill the beans, though.
It seems like he might, but of course Matthew, who seems to have a penchant for like saving the day, either when it comes to like bringing troops or just telling us not to fuck something up. He's always right there, hanging outside, ready to pop in and tell us what to do. Flick doesn't know who the fuck this guy is though, which is weird because you'd think he'd know.
Yeah,
about him.
Flick's supposed to be in the know.
Yeah, but I guess it's been a while since Matthew left the Scarlet Moon Empire military. But he introduces himself as Matthew Silverberg, Odessa's brother, the Liberation Army's chief military strategist. Eric, not the military surgeon like he was localized before, but
Strategist.
the strategist, which he
Wanted to
actually
dunk. I'm like, oh, you didn't even know she had a brother, did you, Flick?
Yeah. Flick asks, where is Odessa? It's only a rumor plays, which is thematically appropriate for this moment because there are rumors of Odessa's death. Matthew's response is kind of
It's hard, Chris.
a shocker here. He says, she's dead.
She's dead.
She's dead.
Yes.
Gives it to her. Everyone turns to face Matthew, unable to believe he gave it to Flick so hard and so straight.
Yeah.
Humphrey even fires off some dodge.
Yeah.
Sanchez says, what do you mean?
Humphrey actually has one exclamation point at the end of his dots.
at the end of his dots?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
You're right. Sanchez says, what do you mean? I heard she was missing. Matthew then asks Master Tyr if Matthew can tell the secret, which he already just did. He
Yeah.
made a choice for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
The choice was, but Odessa's last request, or you're right. Chris, they deserve to know, and Flick is a dick and I want to hurt him for his dickish ways.
What did you say?
You're right?
I said, but Odessa's last request.
I
So,
don't care about that anymore.
Tell me what happened.
I said, you're right. Then Matthew tells him Odessa was killed when Lennonkamp was attacked, and Flick's crew was, where were they? They just left?
Okay, so there's one. I guess there's one extra piece of dialogue here.
Yeah.
If I choose, but Odessa's last request, or Matthew says that Odessa made her last request to keep the Liberation Army from falling apart. But now that it has been rebuilt, it's time to tell the truth. So Matthew is using a technicality. He's twisting he's using the semantics of Odessa's last words, which he was not present for, in order to justify breaking her request.
Flick hops, unable to believe this shit.
Yeah, he hops high.
I know it's just emoting with limited graphics, but I really enjoy the hop pissed. Like the angry hop they do in this shit.
Yeah, they do a good job of working with what they have.
I choose to believe that in this culture and in this world, hopping when you're mad is something everybody does.
Yeah.
It's just a custom shared around the globe. Like clapping for like applause and shit like that. Hopping is their thing. Flick says, "What? Victor, what happened? You were protecting her." Victor asks Flick for forgiveness. But then Matthew says, Odessa was thinking of the future of the Liberation Army right until her last breath. And me, the player, like, tell me put her in a sewer. Tell me put her in a sewer. But we don't do that.
No.
Flick calms down a little and says, I see. And I suppose Tyr took over leadership? Matthew's like, hell yeah, he did, son. Flick gets kind of like some insecurity exposure here. Says, you must be kidding. Humphrey, Sanchez, are you going to let them get away with this? How can this kid follow after Odessa? My dude, look at what you built and look at what I built. You've got Humphrey, Sanchez, and some guys. I've got named characters with portraits in a fucking castle.
Yes, I've got a map.
I've got a map.
I've got a map.
Do you have a map? Templeton's up there just drawing up shit. You haven't even met Templeton yet.
Yes, we've united the races.
We really have. Yeah. Flick's got 3 guys of his same ilk. Humphrey speaks, Chris. The silent Bob moment.
Yes, we need a leader, and Tyr is doing well. I was a little let down by Humphrey's first words, but at least he was coming in at an appropriate moment.
It's pivotal.
Sanchez asks Flick to calm down and asks if he came here for a reason.
Yeah.
Flick says, yeah, for a reason, to be shared with Odessa, not you, Tyr.
Is this jealousy?
Are we talking about fucking?
I think so. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know about Flick, but I had a romantic talk on an evening night when we were intercepting messages from a ninja with Odessa. I don't know what that translates to.
I mean, even Theme of Moonlit Night even played, you know?
Did Flick ever even hear that fucking song? I don't think so.
I don't know. Flick says he'll be at the inn in Kaku, sulking, I guess. He invites Sanchez and Humphrey along. You guys don't want to be with these scum, do you?
Scum, Chris.
Flick then darts off like Stallion.
Did you notice he bumps Matthew and Tyr aside as he bursts out?
Oh, yeah,
Sprite pushes them aside.
Again, some really good staging with limited things to work with.
Sanchez kind of covers for his boy and says Flick is just in shock after learning about Odessa. He's not usually like this. And you know what I say to that, Chris?
I feel like Flick was going to come in and flip over tables regardless.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Victor then comes to life. I must have a good, long talk with Flick. After all, he was the vice commander of the Liberation Army.
Yeah, and that's the first time we really knew about that. I always assumed that maybe it was like Sanchez or maybe even Humphrey.
I mean, imagine if I was separated from you by some sort of geographical event, and then I had to do a life of crime for 18 months, then came back, and you'd built the podcast empire with a new co-host, and I'm like, but Chris, I was part of this. I was the vice commander, and now you've got your new co-host. It's a figurine of Gumby that the FakeNet speaks through.
What you're saying is that you can understand how Flick feels tonight.
I can imagine.
In your opinion, right now here on the spot, what's the chain of command here at the current Liberation Army? Give me
Tyr is the idea man. Matthew is the credible enabler. That's it.
So there's no Speaker of the House here.
I don't think so.
If Tyr and Matthew die, who's in charge?
I think Victor is capable of doing dirt, but not leadership.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Kai is too old, even though he's got the respect.
Yeah,
he's like me.
Is it Sanchez?
I don't think it's like Sanchez doesn't fucking. I mean, he's boring. You have to be charismatic to be a leader. All of Flick's guys are fucking yes men.
So the question is, do we have any charismatic? Oh, I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Cleo.
Yeah, it's Cleo.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Cleo. It's Cleo. You're right.
Because Cleo
would be like an acting president until the real one is elected or sought.
Cleo would be too bored to not carry on the calls.
Like the president. Well, I was going to say the president can't be leading the goddamn battles, but Tyr's on the fucking battlefield every time.
Yeah, so I mean, they sent him on sneaking missions, for Christ's sake. Victor joins the party.
Yeah, it comes to life.
And I guess we need to go speak with Flick.
Yeah, Matthew's like, yeah, we need all the help we can get. Go get your man.
Yep.
Island Fortress plays, and I love how this music comes on like, well, back to normal, everybody.
Yeah. Did you do any castle exploration at this point in time?
Yeah, a little bit. Nope.
So I decided to go explore the castle because our castle is bigger now. It has reached level 2. Yeah, our castle has reached its level 2 state, so there's more floors, things have been rearranged slightly. And if you leave and come back this room that we're in now, everyone will reorganize into the rooms, like Sanchez, Humphrey, etc. all have their own rooms.
Did you talk to Sanchez right before in this room still?
Yeah, no, not before he went back to his room.
Inside this room, he says, Odessa, not the time that hideout was attacked. It's impossible.
Oh, can't believe this shit.
Humphrey will say Odessa.
So if you leave and come back and talk to Sanchez, he will ask Master Tyr if he would like some wine. And then he will also act as a party changer. So he's closer to the elevator, so he becomes, at least for me, the primary person I speak with to change my party.
So change party in liquor store.
Yes, I guess so. Humphrey will speak with you. He says, ... yo, exclamation point. I went down to the second floor, and now the blacksmiths have like their own shop, like in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. There's like a forge, some buckets, and some swords laying around. They've got a real operation going on here. Then I went outside on the cliff with the laundry and the non-humans.
The laundry? Who's out here?
Kirkus. He tells me that he promises to fight for the lost village of the elves as well as for all the people of this land.
Yeah.
Sylvina wonders would like to do something in return for the ring. What do you think will please him? Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. Kuramimi is here, and he says that he's always at my service. Also,
Kai's out here.
Oh yeah, Kai's still talking about like, wanting a stick match or whatever.
Kai, you're a human. Go inside.
Yeah. I was thinking about, how we had our first duel against Quanda Rosman? We should be able to practice duels against Kai. Like, that should be his purpose, right? We should learn those mechanics.
Learn
there.
battle stuff. That'd be, yeah.
Yeah, but, I went to the bath next.
So did I. I put my Pissing Boy statue up.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a Pissing Boy statue, but I did decorate a little bit. I put my lover's garden up on the wall. Some urns and a couple of my octopus urn, things of that nature. But also, at this point in time, I had switched my party out, and I had put Quanda in my party because I never really used him before. And he leaves his helmet on in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the fucking Mandalorian, I guess.
You ever worn a hat in a bath? I've worn a hat in the ocean a couple of times.
I've probably wore a hat in the ocean. Yeah.
Got to protect that skull from the hot Floridian sun.
Yep. I use hair, Eric.
Well, Chris.
The first floor is mostly the same, but I did go out to on the east side on that rock bridge, and Valeria is out there. Did you speak with her?
Not at this moment.
Okay, well, she is on that bridge on the way to like La Ponce Tower, and she says, if I stay away from battle for a while, my hands ache with bloodlust.
Well, get some arthritis now, Valeria, because you're never joining a team again.
She needs to kill Eric.
Ache with bloodlust. You need to go talk to like Kuromimi or something and go pet the animal kingdom and calm down.
Yeah, I don't think we have a therapist on staff yet, but
that's what the zoo is for.
Yeah.
They're all support animals.
For some reason, Meg is at La Ponce's house complaining about Uncle Jupo not teaching her anything. Of course, now Vicky is in her permanent location down there in the basement, and I used her to teleport me to some of the places that I needed to recruit because I did this before that stuff. So, good time.
Ready to go to Kaku?
Yeah, let's go to Kaku and deal with Flick.
Eternal Flow plays.
Yeah.
The town is now full of yellow bandanaed Flick guys.
Yellow turbans, you might say.
Walking around. One says they escaped from the hideout and headed west, but Master Milich and his gang came after them. Another wishes Flick wouldn't be so stubborn. He wants to use the new castle as a hideout. And I'm like, well, that's up to me, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it is our hideout, dude.
I go to the inn where Flick said he would be. You know where he is? He's not at the goddamn inn, Chris.
No, he's at a house guarded by 2 yellow turbans.
God, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, come get me, I'll be at the inn. And then you go and actually do it and you look like an idiot.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Is that a mistranslation or is that a dick move?
I choose.
This house was empty before.
I choose to read it as a dick move.
Yeah. Honestly, good power move.
Yep.
One of the guards says, I agree with Flick. I'll never accept you as our leader. The other says Flick's inside and he's in shock. So this guy on the left is letting me know that Flick is weak at the moment and is not a very good guard.
Yeah.
Whereas the other guy's like, fuck you. I go in there. Flick is by himself. Nobody else is in here. Wasn't this house always empty? Maybe it's his. Maybe he's squatting. Flick says, Tyr, Victor, I was expecting you. Can we put anybody else in our party, or is it just Victor? We got to...
You didn't... Yeah, at this point in time, you can put anybody you want, except for Victor's the only mandatory character.
Okay.
I think.
Victor immediately apologizes and says, sorry, Flick, because I was careless, Odessa. And Flick walks over and stands directly in front of Victor. And Flick says, it's not your fault, is it? Odessa used to say to me, you should be more aware of your position as a leader. Those words are coming back to haunt me. Maybe she knew that her death was imminent. It wasn't. It was easily preventable.
Yeah.
But I was unworthy of her expectations. Victor then says Flick's name, and then Flick moves over to Tyr. What do you think we're going to get, Chris? Apology? Punch in the face?
Yeah, what's his disposition here? Is he staring him directly in the eye with like a scowl, or is
I'm
he...
thinking no blinking, and like I think he's gonna posture like for dramatic effect, like he's gonna punch him in the face, but really he's gonna turn soft.
Yeah, he is. He says I was so enraged at her death that I completely forgot what I came here for.
No, he says I completely forget what I came here for.
Okay,
It's a
that's
fucking
what
typo.
That's what I wrote, and I thought it was my typo.
Nope.
Okay. No wonder she gave up on me. Tyr, I can't accept you as a leader yet, but this is no time for bickering, so I have a request. Will you join forces with me? ?
No, or of course.
I mean, I should say the correct answer is no. You're joining forces with me. I've got the base, and I've got the Stars of Destiny. But
So did you tell him no?
I did, and I said yes. And Flick agrees. Flick joins.
I want to push no so bad, but I know both Chris and the real net will kill me. Plus, I'm sure the invisible hand of destiny will force me to pick, of course.
It probably does, because Flick is kind of a main here.
Good, I'm grateful. Now we can save our comrades. Well then, I'll assemble my men and take them to the castle in the lake. Say its name, Flick. I named the castle. It's not the castle in the lake.
Cool.
Respect me. Tell me about Flick.
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 He is the Tenon Star, the Dark Star. He is voiced by Nakamura Yuichi in the Suikoden drama CD.
Oh,
Just in case you didn't know.
yeah.
He has an alias. He's one of the first character that I've seen that has an alias. The Blue Lightning Flick, which I think we've heard before. Let's see. I'm not going to tell you where he's from. We'll find that out in the story. He's age 25, Eric.
So he doesn't live here. He's not in this house. This isn't his house.
This is not his house. He is from another town here that we haven't been to yet. He comes pre-equipped, Eric, with the lightning rune, so you can use magic. You have Flick. He's mandatory in many cases, and he has magic, and he's pretty good at magic, Eric, and so you can use it.
I don't think so.
You can use lightning, angry blow, stuff like that.
Sounds dangerous.
It's not. Flick, of course, his weapon. Do you know what it's called? Have you seen this?
Sword.
Nope, Odessa.
Oh, I named my weapon after my dead girlfriend leader.
I think it was already called Odessa, I think. He always named his sword Odessa.
That's kind of a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I'm gonna name my car after my wife.
Yeah, it is strange, but I mean, even LePont didn't do that, and we've seen him what kind of guy he is. Like his sword is at least named Korinji.
Yeah, but LePont, as far as like 2A guys goes, LePont is the one that actually seems to have a gun rack.
Yeah,
in like under lock and key and stuff like that, as opposed to it's in my bedside table type thing. So he respects the weapon, whereas like Flick is more like masturbatory toward the weapon.
Yeah, that's true. And also, speaking of LePont, he's actually the correct answer for the third in line.
Oh, I don't know, Chris.
Well, I think it's intended to be that way.
He's a little too quick, hair trigger violence.
When you pick charge in the battles, you get the commander's team and you press down the next team there is the LePont family.
He had a house guarded by an idiot, full of thieves and menacing people.
I didn't say
to
it was,
protect a sword.
I didn't say
that
it was
we
the most
took, and he ran and tried to kick the ass of people in a hotel room because they were ratted out by the town idiot. And you want this man leading an army in my absence?
I didn't say I wanted him. It's like I don't want Nancy Pelosi to be president of the United States, but
well, she's like what, fifth in line?
No, she's third in line.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Speakers after vice president?
Yeah.
God damn it.
So this is not a judgment on his ability. This is just kind of the way it is. Anyway, you can upgrade the Odessa, Eric. You know what it becomes?
Odessa 2.
The Odessa Plus.
Fuck.
And then the Odessa Plus Plus, Eric.
Okay.
So make sure you keep your Odessas upgraded so Flick can be strong and tough. Flick can participate in 2 Unite attacks, and you're never going to guess what it's called.
Odessa minus.
The Pretty Boy attack.
Oh, God.
The other 2 Pretty Boys we don't have yet, so we'll more on that later, I guess.
So you're saying we have no boys who are pretty in our squad right now?
Flick's our first Pretty Boy.
Kieran's pretty attractive to me, Chris. Or Kryn, excuse me.
I mean...
Give me a big dumbass.
He may... Yeah, sure. Fusulu is the most attractive man here. Have you seen his abs? War Battles, Flick is on a team, which I'm not going to read the name of because it spoils something. And his battle cry is, guess what, Eric?
I'm Flick, and I'm a dick.
For Odessa.
Oh, God, man.
He's
not even a wife guy. She wasn't a wife. He's like a leader.
Hey, this podcast roundly supported Odessa and all things Odessa. So
she had some judgment issues if Flick's the number 2. I'm not sure that
Yeah,
she was
I mean-
the right person. I mean, maybe it's good she's dead.
yeah, I mean, who knows? Is fate unchangeable, Eric? Who knows? His death quote is Odessa.
Yeah, okay, great.
He can't die in the battles though, so don't worry about
I
sending.
wish, dude.
Yeah, don't worry about sending Flick out there. He won't die. That's all I have for Flick today, Eric. Thanks.
We go back to the fuck house. Island Fortress plays. I go to the 3rd floor and rejoin Flick in the big empty room. New music. theme of an advancing army plays. Flick speaks. Is everyone here? No, dude, it's your guys and me. Says, then listen to me. After the hideout at Lenincomp was attacked, I escaped toward Milich's domain in the west. Sanchez reminds the player that Milich Oppenheimer is one of the 5 great Imperial generals, and I want to be like, Flick, we've got one of them here,
Yeah.
man. Flick is like, yeah, I was out there rounding up former soldiers of the Liberation Army who were scattered all over the place. Suddenly, there was a crackdown on rebel factions, and many of our comrades were captured. I hit X too quick. Flick then says we must unite our forces to liberate Milich's domain.
The thing that you pressed X too quickly on is he was just indicating that is when he heard of the revived Liberation Army.
Okay.
So the word is getting out.
I kind of want to be like, Flick, do you think army is the right word? Wasn't it more of a group with you? I appear to have the army.
Yeah, I totally agreed. But I mean, if without Flick's force, because those forces that Matthew brought to
Henchmen, please.
Papanu Yakuta, whatever it's called, were part of Flick's forces, I believe, right? Or were the Humphrey Sanchez and Flick? Do they lead different?
I'm
forces?
just saying. There's some of these who work forces, the ones who burn crosses are on Flick's side.
Okay, I was hoping that you were. I was wondering if that was an accidental Rage Against the Machine quote.
Nothing's an accident.
No, but you yeah.
Matthew's all in. I agree. Combined with the men Flick has brought, our forces should be strong enough to break through the entrance to the west, the fortress of Garan. Commander Tyr, what do you think? We get a choice. I kind of be like, isn't this fine? Prepare to depart, or it's not time for battle. Chris, I say yellow, let's go.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to wait till the next episode to get there.
We are. But first, let's consult the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Hello. Hi. What's up? Nice to see you. Small RealNet tonight, which makes it easier to find comments, but also makes me sad. No, I'm kidding. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Everybody roundly agree. Why do I keep saying that roundly? Everybody agrees with you on the pizza stone situation that we discussed. Did we talk about that in the podcast?
Calling it a crisp stone?
No, just like the rotation thing. I'm sorry, the pizza rotation thing.
Yeah, what about it?
Everybody agrees with you.
Yeah, because it's the correct choice.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind if you rotate a pizza in an oven.
I was just putting.
Even if it's a shitty oven.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Rotate a pizza.
Yeah.
You've got to rotate. They just, matter of fact, Tiffany came home like horrified that they were doing this. And I was like, they did fucking what?
If you have no idea what we're talking about, stay tuned to the outtakes. It'll probably be there. Cooked Pages says, very neat sword is my death metal band name. Very neat sword. So good.
Sword.
Cal L did not realize that that Fusulu was not a.
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of broke some magic for me here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. According to John Doe, which this seems like a true fact, I don't know. Fusulu, like King and Incineroar, is a reference to famed manga Japanese pro wrestler Tiger Mask. I don't know what that's from, but I agree.
Fake, give me one Tiger Mask fact.
Initializing FakeNet.
The Tiger Mask persona was inspired by the title character in Ikki Kajiwara's and Naoki Tsuji's 1968 manga series, Tiger Mask, about a professional wrestler who was a feared heel in the United States, but became a face after returning to Japan when a young boy said that he wanted to be a villain like Tiger Mask when he grew up.
John Doe says flick with the location power swap flex. John Doe says flicks maybe she knew her death was imminent. Like, my dude, you guys were running an anti-government cell. She'd probably been prepared to die the moment she took up arms against the Empire. You were the only one who was surprised.
I don't think anybody in my Liberation Army is prepared to die because we're too good. Our names are on tablets.
It's true. Cooked Pages says flick the Dark Star. That makes him a black hole, son.
David Bowie.
Was that album released posthumously or like right as he died?
Black Star, like a week before he died.
Okay, yeah, because I remember listening to it around when he died, but I wasn't sure if it was.
It's good shit.
It is really good. I liked it a lot. John Doe says, is Flick this game's Zell?
I love Zell. I don't really like Flick.
Yeah,
I think Flick. I mean, he's written right now to be unlikable, so that tracks.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite like people love Flick in general.
Really,
but the book has not yet been written on him yet.
Right.
We've got he's got a long way to go. I think maybe Victor's closer to Zell. Maybe.
Yeah. Mischievous, a little hot-headed, a little, I can't believe you're scamming your way out of this.
Yeah. Cal L says, maybe Odessa was like Renoa and completely ignorant about the severity of what she was doing. I don't take Odessa for a naive person. I feel like Odessa lived for this shit, whether or not she lived for it because of a particular like justice or she
seemed a little bit, I see the comparison because she's aggressively virtuous without necessarily grasping the totality of the task ahead.
We haven't got too deep into this yet because the game hasn't really introduced enough of this information yet, but she is a Silverberg, like Matthew before her, and the name Silverberg carries weight in this world in terms of your prowess as a military strategist or a military person. So perhaps that weight was also on her shoulders, the weight of being a Silverberg.
I mean, she went out to like some level 7 guys, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. John Doe says, maybe it's good she's dead. Quote, Eric, you said that.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure we call attention to that.
A lot of people have died for good, like, you know.
Yeah, sure.
We wouldn't have all these churches if Jesus hadn't been killed that way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, RealNet, for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on March 30th, 2022. You can follow us on Twitter at RetroAmnesiaPod or email us at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com and or support us on Patreon at patreon.com/RetroAM. You can get early access, bonus episodes, and miniseries. Thank you, Mark
Shepard,
for the intro music.
You're welcome, Chris.
Until next time, Eric.
Yes, we will kill God.
And now you may go back to sleep. A traditional wrap-up for once.
Have you mic checked yet? I have a fucked up question to ask you that I honestly might need some crowdsourcing here.
Okay, yeah, we are recording and
okay.
Yeah.
Tiffany brought a frozen pizza over to Josh and Katie's, and they preheated the oven, and then Katie asked Tiffany how much time does it need. Tiffany's like 20 minutes, so Katie set the time for 10 minutes, and Tiffany's like, oh, that's weird. So 10 minutes go by, then Katie gets up, takes the pizza out, rotates it 180 degrees, and puts it back in the oven. And Tiffany's like, what the fuck are you doing? And Katie says, you have to turn the pizza when you cook the pizza. Otherwise, it doesn't cook straight. So Tiffany went to go get Josh, who also does the exact same thing.
I was about to say, is Josh the start of all this?
I think so. Have you heard of this shit in your entire life?
I mean, Josh was my roommate for many years at many different
Did you
venues.
see him rotate a pizza?
I've never seen him. I've never seen him rotate a
pizza. That's the most fucked up thing I've heard of in my entire life.
I've seen him rotate a lot of shit, but not a pizza.
A fucking pizza?
I've seen that man pick
circle?
I've seen that man pick a couch up and throw it because he was mad. So,
but they were both looking at each other like they were the crazy ones. So I didn't know those things I've never considered before. Do people rotate pizzas? That's not on the instructions for literally any pizza.
No, I've cooked both frozen pizzas and the homemade pizza stuff.
Yeah. Never rotated your pizza.
Never rotated my pizza. You know what makes a pizza cook evenly and nicely?
An oven.
A pizza stone.
You know what's funny? We have one of those. You know what its name is?
Chris.
The Crisp Stone. I've been meaning to tell you that joke for like 6 years.
Why has that never come up before?
I don't know. I never think about pizza stones.
Well, yeah.
I don't like it, by the way.
You don't?
No.
You put it in there while you're preheating.
I know. Yeah, we're doing it correctly. We're not washing it either, which is also fucked up.
Yeah, it gets nasty. Yeah, scrub that shit afterwards. All right, well.
Am I doing my intro or are you doing yours?
Oh, you said you have an intro?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, let's do this.
One.
Yeah, let's do that because I'm running low on things because...
Do you need to hear my voice to make sure it's okay?
I just need to play it back real quick because we've been recording for a bit, but it looks fine. We have...
turned on Chris's refrigerator upstairs and has thrown him off his game.
Oh, no, it's the air conditioner.
We have just disposed of Quando Rossman, Chris. Someone in new yellow... God damn it.
I finally know who hired you to kill me.
Well, that really doesn't matter now, does it? After you're dead, I'll be taking your blood.
Matthew continues. I'm sorry. Flick says, what?
His axe is, I'm sorry.
Cool. Do it now. Go ahead. Go for it. Let's do it. No. Oops. Thanks for playing. We are the champions.